Guys, it's Trish back with another video. Today we're going to make a cell phone charm. And what you're going to need to do this is some beading wire, some closed jump rings, some number 2 crimp tubes, a string of beads, or if you have loose beads. These are Jesse James beads, which are absolutely stunning. You're going to also need a cell phone charm dangle, which you just can get these anywhere really, at Amazon or craft stores have them, things like that. And they're just simply a nylon cord that they have crimped off and put a jump ring and a lobster claw on. Simple as that. And then we're going to need our crimp pliers and our cutters. And of course, we're going to use some adorable dress it up buttons. This is Fairies Welcome, one of my favorites. We're going to use the little unicorn out of that as our charm. So what do you say, guys? Let's get started. Okay, so what I've done is I've gotten out 2 crimp tubes. I've laid out one of my closed jump rings, my cell phone charm hook, and I've gotten out some beading wire here. And what I've done first is I've taken our little button and I've glued a jump ring on here. This can be any jump ring, anything that works. I just put it on with a little bit of super glue gel, and I do let them set overnight just for good measure, just to make sure everything's good and solid, because this will be hanging off the bottom, you know, as a charm on your cell phone, and we do use our cell phones a lot. We have our beads, and I'm going to go ahead and cut the string on that. So we're going to go ahead and cut our string of beads so we can use a few off of it. And it's up to you guys the size that you want to make. I'm going to try up here because I don't want to crack any beads. There we go. If you want something long, if you want something shorter, I made one here with a charm and some Swarovski cubes, and you can see it's relatively short, but I added on a charm and a dangle on the bottom. But it's up to you, whatever you like for length, whatever you're comfortable with. So now that we have our beads cut here, we're going to open up our stringing wire. Okay. And we're going to pull off a piece, probably about 8 inches long, and that's going to be way more than you need. But I always like to err on the side of safety. So I'm going to put that back on there so it doesn't unravel. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make our top. So what we're going to do for that is we're going to put our one of our crimp tubes on, and we're going to string on our closed jump ring. If you don't have closed jump rings, you can use an open jump ring, but I think it'll be a little more safe, sturdy if you do use the closed. And then I'm just going to feed this wire back through our crimp, just like that. And you can see our little loop is hooked into our beading wire, and I'm just scooching that up just to kind of get it in a comfortable place, so I still have some room for my ring to move around comfortably. And then I'm just going to take my crimping pliers and give that a squeeze. Oops, make sure my loop is where I want it again, because I kind of moved. Okay, there we go. And just give that a good squeeze. And then I like to go in and then fold it over as well, so it looks nice and neat. Okay, so we have a little piece of wire sticking out the bottom there, so I'm going to go ahead and trim that back, because I don't want that on our piece. Okay, so once we have the loop put on the end, we're going to go ahead and pick out what beads we want to use. And I'm thinking maybe one of these cubes. I love these bead caps. And I want to put a rondelle in there because why not? And let's put our little crystal in the middle of that. And then one of these gorgeous rhinestone beads on the bottom. Okay? So all we have to do now is just start stringing. I'm going to grab another rondelle actually for between there. So we put our little cube on first. Our rondelle. These adorable little spacer beads. I really love these. And they're AB coated, so they're especially adorable. And our little crystal. And then our bead cap. Another rondelle. And our gorgeous rhinestone bead. Let's find where the hole is for that. It is. Okay. So that's what our little beaded part is going to look like. I just love that. I think that's adorable. So next what we're going to do, we have our little unicorn here. And we're going to go ahead and wire him right on. We're going to have to close our end up here. And then we're going to run our wire through the jump ring that we glued onto our unicorn. We're going to go back up through that crimp with the end of our wire. And then we're just going to give this a little pull just to kind of get everything in a comfortable spot. You don't want anything to be too awful tight, but you want it to be nice and even. You don't want anything to be too bunched up there. So we're going to take our crimp pliers. I've left a little bit of a loop there, a little bit of space for my beads. And I'm going to go in with my crimpers and I'm going to squeeze that crimp. And then fold that over. Never works on the first try. There we go. And then we're going to cut this little cutter string with our pliers, and there we have our little cell phone charm made. And all you have to do at that point is just hook it on with the lobster clasp onto your ring, so it's interchangeable. It's interchangeable, guys. So I'll be right back. I'm going to grab a cell phone case so I can show you exactly how to use this. Okay, so I have a cell phone case here. This is for an iPhone, but I believe all phones have an opening like this. This is for the silent button. So all you have to do is just take your little nylon string, feed it through from this side, from the inside, and then drop your beads down through, and then pull it snug. And then you can pop your phone in no problem, because this string is so thin, but it's nylon, so it's strong. It'll fit in there just perfectly. And there is our little charm, our little cell phone charm. I just love this, guys. I think this is going to be a really fun project for you. And the sky's the limit. You can make as many as you want, interchange colors, just to be an adorable little project. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.